Hello, Joe Gaming Girly here, and yeah, I'm just going to be talking about my collection and going through it all and just heavily talking about it and what I'm going to be collecting in the future. I've touched on this, I'm going through every single different game console collection, the Mega Drive, the PS3, and just going through it at the moment, each and every single one, and just thinning it out, fine-tuning my collection, and if there's anything that isn't my cup of tea anymore, it comes out. I don't want a giant collection at all. I'm just happy with a much smaller collection. Obviously it's still large, but a lot smaller than it was, so just gotta take a closer look at it. So yeah, got my Mega Drive 2 here. Absolutely mint box Mega Drive 2. Got that from Retro by Ronnie. Mega Drive 2, for those that are new, Mega Drive 2 is my first console. And basically my auntie had the Mega Drive 2 and, we loved it. My auntie went and got a PlayStation 1 and my parents got her Mega Drive 2 and we had it for Christmas. And our parents also bought us some brand new games. I've done a gaming story on it anyway, but that's just a quick version. But yeah, the Mega Drive 2 means a lot to me. I know it's not everyone's favourite, console, the Mega Drive 2, because everyone prefers this console, the Mega Drive 1, which I can kind of understand because it's lovely. And yeah, even though that was my first console, that's my favourite. But I absolutely love both designs. I think they're both iconic. And the same for the Master System. Not many people like the Master System too, but I really love it. But I think it's probably because my first Master System was the Master System 2. For some reason, I got the Master System 2 and the Mega Drive 2. Like, what? These were the cheaper versions. The cheaper design, I guess. And people got these, and they were selling these cheap back in the day, to, I guess, the Mark 1. I love them both. I wish I still had my auntie's original console, but I joke with my brother and say, yeah, this is our original auntie's one. She had the exact same box. It was just a plain box, nothing on it. That's what we had. I think this is actually in a lot better condition than the one we had off of our auntie. So, and I sold a lot of Mega Drive. I had a load of Mega Drive games when I did a big sort out with my Mega Drive games, I went through all of it. And yeah, I'm glad I did, because there was a lot in there that I didn't care about anymore. And yeah, I sold a lot of Mega Drive. I sold an Atari 2600. For some reason, I had several Mega Drives and 2600s. I don't need all of them. One's enough really, but because we have great nostalgia for the Mega Drive 2, that means I have 2 Mega Drives and 2 Master Systems as well, because I can't get rid of that Master System 2 now. I don't need it. Anyway, we have down here my figure collection, small figures. When I had the sort out and got new shelving, these glass cabinets right here. I had this little space and I didn't know what to do with it. It is really tiny. Let's show you. So there's the shelf, and then I got this tiny space down the side here, but obviously we got a door here, so I have to be careful what I put in this corner. Anyway, I used to have like figures in front of my games, and every time I would pick a game out, like all my figures would fall on the floor. I hated it. I was like, oh, I really need to do something about this. So yeah, I just got these like plastic shelving things. They stick on, but they also come off. They don't damage the wall. I checked first. But even if it does, I'm able to paint and decorate anyway, and I fixed walls before anyway, so it's not that hard to fill in holes and paint over it. So, well, fill in holes, sand it, then paint it. I love doing that. But yeah, it's a lovely little space for my figures, and yeah, I was originally going to put some artwork down along here, but I think the figures look amazing. But yeah, I went through the Mega Drive, and I was just like, is this something I would want to play time and time again? Yes, because it's Sonic, and I freaking love Sonic. And I would sort of pick out games and be like, is this something that I would like to play? Yes, definitely. And if it was something that I wasn't sure about, like, I don't know, say this game, I can't remember, I'd like stick it on and, well, have a bit of Mega Drive day. And I'd also, pull the games off the shelf and these shelves need a clean. I'm going to be doing that this week, since I'm off. But yeah, and then I sort of remind myself, is this something that I enjoy playing? Yes. And then, there'd be games that I pick out and I'd be like, oh, yeah, I don't really like this game. And then that can go. That's sort of how I did it. But yeah, people were shocked what Mega Drive games I got rid of. I had the Turtles fighting game tournament or whatever it was. I forgot now. But oh my god, I can't believe you got rid of that. But I just didn't like it. It's not a good fighting game. I mean, yeah, it's cool, I suppose, because it's Turtles, but we do actually have this Turtles game. But I'm not going to keep something just because, it's Turtles and it's collectible, and it was not a good game, that fighting game. This is a brilliant game, but the Turtles fighting one, absolutely hated it. Not a good fighter. But yeah, it's a collectible game, and people do want it, but this is what I'm trying to get out of my collection, stuff that's I don't enjoy playing. So yeah. In these got my Tomb Raider figures here. And then they sort of go along. Yeah, it's not really a game room tour. I'm just anyway. So I got these storage boxes that go along the top. And in these two is GameCube, and in these two are Nintendo Wii. I'm absolutely done with GameCube and Nintendo Wii. I don't want to get any more games. Oh, I should actually say, I was going to, hopefully don't ruin my pickups, but yeah, I'm definitely not going to get any more Mega Drive games, but I do have one Mega Drive game that I'm saving for my pickups. Didn't want to spoil that, but that will be the last Mega Drive game. It's a Mega Drive game. It makes sense when you see it, but it's a game that I always passed, like just always left it. I didn't want to try it for some reason, and it was cheap, and I was like, it's not a game that I always just walked past it. I'd never bothered, and I thought, since I'm completely done with Mega Drive, I might as well pick it up. It might be good, it might not be, and well, hopefully it is. But yeah, you'll see it soon. I'm just saving my pickups because I still got to pick up some PlayStation 1 games and other bits and bobs, so there's no point in doing a pickups video just yet. Anyway, going into these cabinets now. So oh, that fell. So yeah, my cabinets. I got well, this is pretty much a Sega cabinet. We've got Mega CD, Dreamcast, and Sega Saturn. So yeah, Mega CD, I was lucky to collect Mega CD when I did. it was relatively cheap when I started collecting, and now, so expensive, and yeah, I'm glad I collected this when I did, is all I can say, because I wouldn't be able to afford collecting this console anymore. A lot of YouTubers started talking about Mega CD, and it went up in price. uh, but I don't know if it's because of YouTube. I expect it would have went up in price anyway. I don't know. But yeah, it was quite popular on YouTube to do Mega CD videos, Mega CD collecting videos, and yeah. Well, it slowly crept up, but I was pretty much done collecting this, thankfully. Well, silly question. Am I going to collect any more Mega CD games? No. So yeah, this is another collection which I'm completely done with. I don't want any more, and plus I can't fit any more anyway, look. So, this is my only space. Yeah, and then going down, we got Dreamcast. A lot of these consoles I had when I was a teenager, and you know, young, which is lucky because, I mean, this console, I wouldn't be able to afford it collecting this console. I'm glad. You know, a lot of these consoles that I've collected for, sort of glad I got back in the day, when I was a teenager, so I don't think I'll be able to afford most of this these days. But yeah, I'm completely done with Dreamcast. There's no room anyway, as you can see. So yeah, we're good. We don't want to get any more. These are pretty much all the games I had back when the Dreamcast was out. This is a new, well, not new, but it's not long been in my collection. Always wanted this game. And I'm so glad I found it for this price. I mean, I don't know if you can see, it's £18. Bargain. And I love my pinball, as you well know. Anyway, going down. And, it was this that fell. Right, yo. My little pin badge. I also got a Sega Saturn one. But yeah, my Saturn collection. Am I done with the Saturn? Definitely. I think the only time if I get something else is because, you know, something. Obviously, I haven't played this game yet. Still, I need a Saturn though. But you know, there's a couple of games that I need to play within each collection. If they're not really good, I'll move them on. I can replace it with something else better. But yeah, we don't have any more space for Saturn. So yeah, it would be like, if it's not my cup of tea, I'll move it on and get something better, basically. That's just there because I need to play it. That's why that's there. We also have, these are my only, like, sort of boxed Game Boy and Advance stuff. I don't collect boxed Game Boy and Advance stuff because, yeah, they're expensive. The only reason why I have these is because I had these when I was young and a teenager. So they're in absolutely immaculate condition because most of my games are the stuff that I had when I was young and a teenager because I looked after them. This in particular, holy hell, I love this. So mint. I'm never getting rid of that. And I love that. I absolutely love Game Boy. We'll get to Game Boy in a moment. But yeah, this is where my sort of box stuff is. And then I mostly collect loose Game Boy stuff. So yeah. Moving on. I think this video is going well. Just going through it all, that's all. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else that I need to go through. I think I've gone through it multiple times. I think I've 100% fine-tuned it. I love all of the games. I love playing all of these. I can see everything, which is nice. I had so much. I had a PS2 sort out, not that long ago. There was just stuff in front of everything, and I don't like that. Even though it was nice and colourful to have the covers on display, I didn't like it. And I had too many I don't have a lot of room for PS2, as you can see. We've only got 1, 2, 3 shelves, so I can't fit any more. So I won't be getting any more PS2. Am I collecting for this? No, we're done. Done. But yeah, I got rid of a lot of PS2 games that weren't my cup of tea. I should have done a PS2 sort out ages ago. There was so much stuff that was, yeah, you know. Yeah, I couldn't fit any PS2 games in this little space. I got some extra PS1 games. They're here because I hate Platinum. And obviously it's like I got Crash, Black Label, and then a Platinum Crash 2. I really need to replace these with the black. I don't like that. It just, so that's why they're there, because I just don't like it. It's like black, platinum, black, platinum. It's like, no, it just looks weird. I don't like it. But yeah, I had the PS2 when I was a teenager. Yeah, so I'm lucky to get a lot of these games. I mean, Silent Hill 2 is really expensive. A lot of the Silent Hill games, a lot of the horror games were really expensive, basically, and Resident Evil, and we've got all 3 of the Project Zero games, which are pricey. Clock Tower 3, definitely pricey. Haunted Grounds, another one. There's quite a few in my collection that are pricey. Yeah, Cold Fear. I remember, people have done videos on this saying, well, what's the word? It's underrated or whatever, and is it a hidden gem, people say? I don't know. But yeah, I remember this game came out, and obviously there was RE4, and I think there was other cool games out at the time. There's just so many good games back when this came out. And, I bought those good games, and I also saw this, and I was like, wow, that looks cool. And I loved zombies, and, I was like looking on the back, and it says includes the Marilyn Manson single. I was just like, oh, yes. Marilyn Manson zombies. You're on a, big ship, and it's rocking back and forth, which, there's something about ships. They're creepy. They creak. This is a really good game. And yeah, people say it's a shame that people didn't, get this back in the day. It is actually a really good game. But yeah, I literally bought this when it came out. So yeah, I gave it a chance, 100%, and I loved it. I was buying tons of games back in the day. But yeah, I'm 100% done with PS2, and it looks so much nicer now with no stuff. I can see everything, and these are all games that I love to play. Coming down to PlayStation 1, we do have some games in front of games, but it's fine. It's just these 3, and I love Spyro, and I love the covers, and I love seeing these. As long as it, I don't have loads of stuff in front of everything, it's fine. Limited space, obviously. We've only got 4 shelves for PS1. But I also have a box in this corner where my figures are. This box. That's got some more PlayStation 1. Am I collecting for PlayStation 1 still? Yes, 100%. I absolutely love PlayStation 1. I love collecting for it. I found some really unique games, I haven't had this long in my collection. I've never seen this. And this is why I love PlayStation 1. Because there's just so many unique games that I've not heard of. Yeah, I love the PlayStation 1. a hell of a lot. So yeah, I'm gonna be just collecting. I mean, even I found a lot of cheap PlayStation 1 games, so I don't mind buying them. If they're not my cup of tea, it's fine. I haven't spent a ton of money on them. PlayStation 1 can be expensive, obviously. Certain titles, like I can't believe how much where is it? Here you are. Can't believe how much this is going for now. Oh my god. I mean, wow, I'm glad I picked this up back in the day when you could get retro at Car Beauties. Oh, back in the day, back in my day. Yeah, I was lucky. A lot of the PlayStation 1 games that I have, I either got mega cheap or free, because people were throwing them in the bin, man. Like, I'm not joking. Like, people think I'm joking. This is another game that I just cannot believe the price of. It's ridiculous. Yeah, so, you know, I do have a few pricey ones in here. But I just collected the right time again. Oh my god, I'm lucky. Yeah, I don't think I'd be able to afford it now. Yeah, which sucks. Yeah, anyway, so yeah, I'm definitely collecting for PlayStation 100%. Absolutely love it. So yeah, this is my whole, well, where most of my games are. And let's close this up. So yeah, this is where most of my games are. And then I've got a lot of sun now. Yeah, this is where most of my gamage is. There you go. It's got sunny now. Yeah, this is where most of my gamage is, and yeah, I'm pretty much done with Mega Drive and GameCube, Wii, Mega CD, Dreamcast, Sega Saturn, PS2. The only thing I'm collecting at the moment, PlayStation 1. So yeah, so my little TV stand. And in here is Game Boy. I only got a couple of Game Boy Color games, and I've only got a couple of advanced games. But yeah, I'm definitely collecting for the, you know, Game Boy stuff. Definitely. So I can easily get some more Game Boy things. A lot of these cases are just empty, so yes, we definitely need to get some more Game Boy games. We've got room, so I will be collecting for Game Boy. And then on this side it's just YouTube stuff in this drawer. But yeah, I got a lot of room for Game Boy, so we're definitely going to collect for that. And at least it's, you know, cheap to collect for. It doesn't take up a lot of room, which I love. You know, they're tiny little carts. So yeah, PlayStation 1 and Game Boy is what I'm collecting. And we come to the drawer of Nintendo Switch. And yes, I haven't had a Switch for very long, so we're definitely collecting for the Switch. So yeah, PlayStation 1, definitely collecting. Game Boy and Switch. Alright. We get to the leather drawers. I love these drawers. Great storage little things. Anyway, I had the PS3 back when it came out. And I had 3 drawers. 3 of these leather drawers filled with PS3, but I had a huge PS3 sort out. I don't play the PS3 as much anymore. Yeah, but I don't want to get rid of it. So I'm glad I could sort out, because there was a lot of games that weren't my cup of tea. Yeah. So I got rid of a lot of PS3, and we got it down to 2 drawers, which is nice. I mean, it's the only way I can play Heavenly Sword, because it's not out on anything else. There's a lot of games like Lollipop Chainsaw, you know, Folklore, Splathouse, you know, that's the only way. There's certain games on the PS3, that's the only way you can play them. So I don't want to get rid of it. But I'm glad I downsized and got it down to 2 drawers rather than 3. There wasn't anything good that I got rid of, believe me. Everything that I've kept is good. But yeah. And then, so yeah, I'm not collecting for PS3. We're done with that also. And in this one drawer, is N64. Lots of people are collecting for the N64 now, aren't they? Yeah, they're really getting into it, which is cool. Yeah, I mean, it's still pretty cheap, I would say. Some titles are expensive, but yeah, I mostly collect carts. I've only got a couple of box games here, and they're the only ones I'm gonna keep boxed. They're in okay condition, I would say. Fairly mint. But yeah, I'm done with, obviously, N64. We definitely can't fit any more in here. And I feel like with every single console collection, I feel like I've got on everything that's my cup of tea. If I got anything else, it just wouldn't get played, it would be in the way, and yeah, I just don't see the point. But that's just me. And then here we got, you know, PS4, which are in these 3 drawers here. So we've got 3 drawers. Yeah, basically getting rid of the third drawer of PS3 has given me more room for PS4, which I play obviously a lot more. But yeah, this is my last modern console. I'm not getting any more consoles. I love modern games, but I don't have a lot of time to play modern games. I tend to play a lot of retro. So yeah, the PS4 and the Switch is basically my last modern handheld and console. And if there's not that many titles that are my thing. And if there is any titles that interest me, hopefully it comes out on the Switch or PC. I don't want to get any more PS4 games. I'm good. I'm pretty much done basically with PS4. I got a lot to get through. I haven't had PS4 as long as everyone else. I got it a lot later, and therefore a lot of my stuff is settled. I mean, most people have played Little Nightmares 2. I've played Little Nightmares 1, but yeah, my second one is still sealed, but everyone's played that. But not me, because yeah, like I say, I haven't had this PS4 for very long in my life. So a lot of my games are still sealed. I'm getting through with them. I'm getting there. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not getting any more PS4. Like I say, I don't have enough time for modern games. I'm loving the Switch because a lot of the games on the Switch are quite short. I mean, there's some short games on the PS4. But yeah, I'm loving the Switch. I could just put that on any time and relax, and it's a very chill console. Handheld, sorry. Because I've got the Switch Lite. So yeah, I'm done with modern. I'm not going to get a PS5. Yeah, so if there's any modern games that's coming out, I will be getting it on PC. But that's cool, because we can capture that and do some gameplay videos and put it on my channel. It's easier to do it through the PC rather than capturing consoles. So I got all that set up, you see, basically. So yeah, any modern future games, all PC it will be now. And yeah, I won't be getting any PS5s or whatever. We are done, and we're done with PS4. So yeah, that's that. I got a little area in the bedroom. I got a CRT in the bedroom, which we're going to take a look at. There's a bit more retro in there, and yeah. Right, so we're in the bedroom now. A little bit later I'm filming this. Did the other part early this morning. So yeah, the old CRT here. It's a really big one. And then underneath I have set up a Master System 1 and a Nintendo Wii. Yeah, under here we've got some storage boxes and Master System. So yeah, we'll look at the Master System first. Just move this out of the way. Move that out of the way. Oh dear, that's rough. Right, so yeah, Master System. And there's more games behind these games. But anyway, at the back I had some other stuff that I sold on. So now I can actually get more Master System games in the back. So yeah, which is good that I've made some room, because I do really love the Master System. And a lot of the time I do find, it's quite easy to find Master System games around where I live, and they're always pretty cheap. Got a coffee at the moment. It's really nice. Lovely. So, will I be collecting more Master System? Yeah, because I'm able to now. Now I've made some room. Anyway, in these boxes, I don't know if I can do it one-handed. I might have to turn this off. Yeah, I had to turn it off. Couldn't do it one-handed. These are quite heavy because they're filled to the brim. This is pretty much just DS games in there. And obviously my DS. And then we've got the Advanced SP in there. That's where it stays. But yeah, full to the brim of DS games in here. There you go. And there's loads all under here. There you go. Yeah. I look at DS every time I go into CX, but I never find anything now. I think I've gotten all that I wanted for the DS. I absolutely loved. I went a bit mad with this, to be quite honest. I noticed that they were really cheap, and yeah, I just went mad and kept buying them all the time because they're dead cheap. So I really loved the DS collecting, but I think I've come to the end with this. I don't think I want to collect any more. Also, I don't actually have any room, as you can see. I don't think I can fit any more in. Unless there's games that are not so good. But so far, I've played a lot of DS games. All of them have been brilliant. And I love the Professor Layton games. Oh my god, they're so good. I haven't played all of them yet. Trying to think which one Oh, this is the one I've played. Yeah, I've just played this one. But I haven't played the other games yet, so yeah. So yeah, that's all that's in there, just DS games. So moving over to the other box. This one's an interesting box. I love this box. As you can see, we got Atari 2600 and Atari 7800, and we also got the Spectrum stuff. So, I guess we'll start off with the 2600. I also loved collecting Atari 2600 because every time I've found the games, they're dead cheap. But recently, it's been quite hard. I haven't really found any out and about like I normally do, and when I do, they're a bit pricey, and I don't want to pay. I tend to collect loose carts. because, yeah, this is the only space. I can get a few more in here, but I haven't found anything interesting of late, so, yeah, I don't see the point. I'm not, if I see anything interesting, I pick it up, but I think I'm done with 2600. And there's 7800 games. Oh, yeah, we've got a few here. As you can see, we've got mostly loose, like I say. I prefer to collect loose cards, because we can fit them in here. And they're not on display. They're in storage boxes. We don't have a game room. We just got that little wall in the lounge, which I have a little bit out, but not. But most of it's all in. Most of my collection's in storage boxes, pretty much. And then I have a tiny bit out in the lounge. But yeah, we've got a couple of boxed 7800 games there. And then that's 2600, 2600, and 2600. Because I got a couple of box 2600 games as well. But yeah, 7800 is very expensive. I love it, but I'm done. I literally can't, unless there's probably a couple more games that I'm interested in that are probably good. I think they're good anyway, I'm not sure. I haven't mega looked into it because I don't see the point, because they're expensive, those ones. So I haven't bothered looking to see if it's even a good game, and because I just don't want to pay that huge price tag for those certain titles. I think I've gotten all that I can for the 7800. And as you can see, they're pretty good games, do you know what I mean? And there's quite a lot. I didn't think I'd get this many. I thought I'd only have 2 for this system, and that's it. So I've done pretty well. I wanted to get a handful of, 7800 stuff, and yeah, I think we done alright. We got a handful, so I am done with that. I didn't think I'd be done with Atari. I honestly don't, but I'm gonna say I'm not done on the 2600. It's just not fully done. It's just that at the moment I am. I mean, if I see anything, I'll pick it up, but at the moment it's not looking good. I'm not seeing anything that interests me for the 2600, so I generally feel that I am done with that. Yeah, I haven't seen any titles that I want to get, so yeah. And I've got some music tapes. They're not meant to be in here, they're just in here for a moment. So yeah, if I do find any Spectrum, these will come out. They're just sat in there for a moment. But I got quite a lot of new ones, and I'm not buying any more because I need to play my new games. Basically, I need to play some of these newer titles. Also, I don't see these very often. I bought a load from. Actually, these are some of them. There you go, I still got the sticker on there. I bought a load of Spectrum games from Magic Whistle Gaming. I mean, if they get any more in there, I'll buy them pretty much. I think I bought literally all of the Spectrum games they had, I think. So yeah, I have a huge amount of games to play on this. So at the moment, I'm not going to get any. But I don't really see Spectrum games all that often. At the moment. I've not been seeing them. Same as Atari. I don't know what's going on, but I've not been seeing a lot of Atari either. I feel like Atari's gone up in price, and yeah, I've noticed. I don't know. Is it becoming collectible now to people? But yeah, I mean, as you can see, if I can show you, I don't think. It's really hard to show. But yeah, there's more Atari games under here. So all under here is 2600. I don't know what's under the 7800. Yeah, it's more 2600. So yeah, I do have a humongous amount of 2600. I've already gotten all that's even good for the 2600, to be quite honest. Yeah, there's no titles that are interesting me at the moment. So basically, I'm definitely done with 7800 because these are getting expensive and I don't really want any more. I think I prefer the 2600, which I've said before. But yeah, I'm done at the moment with 2600, but if I find any more that interests me, then I might get a couple more. And yeah, if I bump into more Spectrum games, yeah, I'll buy some more. Oh, and this is all double stacked as well. There's more. Oh, there you go. There's more under these tapes. So yeah, we've got a lot more. And yeah, that. I think I got 2 of these storage boxes on the side. These are just consoles. There's no games in there. But yeah, that's pretty much my collection. Really, I've gone for it. I need to clean the main shelves in the lounge. Give them a dust because I haven't done it a long time, and I'm off this week, so I might as well do that. And also, I was going to film that sort of cleaning and going through the games and picking any games that ain't my cup of tea. But even though I didn't properly look and we sort of looked together, they don't really seem to be. I think I've done enough. I feel like I've fine-tuned it enough. At least I can get to everything now. And I'm very much enjoying my collection a whole lot more. And I didn't understand why, but I think it's because there's less of a choice, maybe, and I can see everything. And yeah, I feel like if I have too much, I mean, there's still quite a lot of games here to play, but I don't know, it's just made it easier to pick out a game or games that I want to play. Mostly because I can get to stuff, and also there isn't a tremendous, far too much, more, way too much. Yeah. I think there might be some more games still I'm gonna get rid of. Like I say, I'm gonna give it a good clean, the shelves, and really go through it this week. That's kind of what I wanted to do for my week off, really. While I've got the time, and yeah, there's probably something that isn't my sort of thing, amongst my collection. But I'm very much enjoying it a lot more now. I still got stuff to get rid of. I really do. I've got a pile in the corner of this room of stuff. But that's going. It's pretty much sold anyway. Like I say. A lot of the time I just keep the money. And sometimes I put it towards things like you saw that Mega Drive 2. And I think that's a brilliant way, definitely. But yeah, I've done this for a very long time. It's been an absolutely amazing long journey. It's not the end. We're still going to be getting a bit here, a bit there, and we're going to be always, I think, fine-tuning my collection. I'm always going to find something that I'm like, nah, this is not for me. Let's sell that. Let's replace it with something that is for me. Yeah, it's always going to be like that, I feel. Perhaps, I don't know. I don't think there's anything that, I forgot to say, the friend of mine that said I can have the Super Nintendo for free if they found it in the attic. They still haven't found it. They still got a few more boxes. They said it's probably going to be the last box they look in. Fingers crossed I actually get that, but I don't think it's looking that way, and it's fine. But it's made me think about the Super Nintendo. I've like done this video of end of my collection, and I'm rarely buying retro these days. I mean, you see my pickups, barely any retro, isn't there? It's mostly just Switch and a little tiny bit of retro. And soon, I mean, I won't have any room to get any more. I don't know how many Master System games I can get. Probably 5, and that's all. So once that's done, that's done, and we won't be able to get any more. But it's going to the end, and my friend's like, I might be able to give you, and you might not be able to give me that free Super Nintendo, but now it's got me thinking about a Super Nintendo. I used to have one in the past. I used to have loads in the past, because I sort of bought them, did them up, sold them. I kept one for a little longer, maybe, but my favourite games were Killer Instinct on there. That was my most favourite game. And I've noticed the Super Nintendo games, loose carts, are really cheap at the moment, and I'm very tempted to get a Super Nintendo. I'm like, no, can't do that. But we have sold some consoles, and I also going to be selling a few more consoles, so I'm going to hold off just in case my friend actually finds that Super Nintendo. They have found the Killer Instinct cart, so I've been told. Not in great condition apparently, but we'll see. And sorry, I'm having a bit of coffee. This is not a professional video. But we'll I think I might be getting a Super Nintendo, but I'm not going to be doing a big, massive collection, and I have to get rid of all the other stuff first. Consoles that double, because I've got several Mega Drives. I've already sold a Mega Drive, Neo Geo going. So I need to sell all these things first, and also, like I say, hopefully my friend finds that Super Nintendo, because then I don't have to buy one then. But if they don't, I think I'm just going to be buying one. But we're not going to be buying those. We'll buy a couple of carts, but we're not going to get a massive collection. None of it's going to be boxed. And I'm just going to get like a multi-cart with millions of games on it, basically. I know you can get a mini NES, but I just, I don't know how I can put more games on that. I haven't got a clue about that sort of thing. And also, I mean, there's nothing wrong with minis or an emulation or anything like that. But like I told you, I really love original consoles. And then at least I have an option of, I get that multi-cart, but I can have an option of getting a couple of carts. So that's my thought. So you may see that at some point, even though I've done this video and also another video, the end of my collection. It's not quite the end, but it's slowing down a lot. I'm barely getting any retro now. And if I do get anything, like another console, let's say we might get the Super Nintendo, something else has to go. And that's pretty much what's gonna happen going forward. But I'm gonna sell all those bits first. And wait for my friend. Oh my god, they had so much in their attic. I should have filmed it really, but I didn't want to ask them. I'm sure they would probably, if I asked, they probably would have said, "Oh yeah, no, it's fine, it's okay." As long as I don't film them, they'd never want to be on the camera. I don't blame them. Not ever. Well, today I'm not on camera. It's just my hand, and the collection. But that's everything I think I wanted to say. This is going to be, I think, a long video. A lot of talking. Oh dear. I hope that was okay. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Bye.